Okay. So we'll continue with chapter 4 of geography, minerals and power resources. Okay. So in this video, we are going to discuss about distribution of minerals. Okay. Minerals. How it is distributed. Now, if you see, we have different landforms. Different type of landforms are there, right? And according to that, if you see, different type of rocks also are there. Now, as per those different rocks, we have different type of minerals. Understood? Now, occur in different types of rock. In different types of rock, you will find different type of minerals. Okay, so how many types of rock do we have? Anyone remember how many types of rock we have? Three types. Very good, Saksham. So we have three types of rocks. Can anyone name them? We have already read this in previous chapter. Can anyone name the type of rocks? What are the names of rocks? Yes, you have igneous, then you have metamorphic, then you have sedimentary. So we have these three rocks. Now, when there is volcanic eruption and the lava which comes out, that lava cools down, and by that whatever rock is formed, that is igneous rock. Now with the time and heat and pressure and wind, water, whatever other factors are there, when they work with this rock, they are changed into metamorphic rock. Understood? Igneous rock is changed into metamorphic rock due to high pressure, rain, other factors. Understood? Now, sedimentary rock is there. So, how is this sedimentary rock formed? So, you would have heard about erosion and deposition. Okay, so basically, this sedimentary rock is kind of rock that is erosion happened with some of the rocks, some of the sediments due to the erosion came and deposited at some place. Understood? So that is called sedimentary rock. They are made with the sediments, and those sediments are the result of erosion, and they came and they deposited at some place, so these sedimentary rocks are formed. So these are three rocks which we have already read about them in our previous chapter in detail. Now, as per these rocks, we have the minerals. Okay, so wherever you will find igneous and metamorphic rock, there you will have metallic minerals. Okay, you will find metallic minerals wherever you have igneous or metamorphic rock. Now, wherever you will find sedimentary rock, there non-metallic minerals will be there. We have already read about these metallic minerals and non-metallic minerals. Okay. So if you are not aware or you forgot, please go through the video and just recall the things. Okay. Basically, metallic minerals are the minerals which have metals like iron ore, and non-metallic you have silver and gold, which does not have metals. Okay, and further division and all we have already discussed. So igneous and metamorphic rock, they have metallic minerals, and sedimentary rock will have non-metallic minerals. Okay, now we will discuss where do we find what. So if you see metallic minerals, you will find it in, like I already told, iron ores are the metallic minerals. Iron is the metal which you find in the iron ore. Okay, so iron ore you will find in North Sweden. Then you have copper, that is also metallic one. Copper you will find in copper and nickel. Nickel is also metallic mineral. So copper and nickel you will find in Ontario. Okay, and non-metallic you have plains and young fold mountain. Young fold mountain, you would have read about the fold mountains, right? Types of mountains, types of rocks, we have already done all these things. So in that, the mountains which are young, okay, we are talking about those young fold mountains. Fold mountains, like you have limestone, which is non-metallic mineral, deposits in Caucasus. So here you see metallic minerals you will find in igneous and metamorphic rock. So such example is iron ore in North Sweden. Okay, and copper and nickel in Ontario. Now non-metallic minerals you will find in sedimentary rock, like you have limestone, that is an example. So that you will find basically in the plains and the young fold mountains which are young in age. So for example, you have limestone deposit in Caucasus. Okay, so these are some of the examples. Also, if you see in sedimentary rocks, you will find minerals, sorry, mineral fuels such as coal and petroleum. Okay, you will find in sedimentary streams. In sedimentary straits, you will find the this mineral fuels also. So in mineral fuels, you have coal and petroleum that you will find in sedimentary straits. Okay. Now with this, I am giving you one question to find out what does straits mean that we have done in previous chapter. So just find out and answer what does straits mean. Okay. Now basically, this was the introduction. Now we will understand about each and every continents. As per the continent, we will understand that in which continent we find what mineral. Okay. No one found what is strait till now. Hmm? Do some work, no? Question you told us to find strait, S-T-R-A-T. Strait. What is that landform? Okay. So we will start with our own continent, Asia. So what are the things we find in our continent that we are going to discuss? Okay. So here, China and India have large iron ore deposits. So China and India have large iron ore deposits. Okay. And continent produces more than half of the world's tin. Okay, more than half of the world's tin is produced in the Asian continent. Understood? And which are the countries which produce this? So that is China, Malaysia, and Indonesia. So these are the countries which contribute in producing more than half of the world's steel. Understood? Next is manganese, bauxite, and you have nickel, zinc, and copper. These are found in Asia. Okay, so here you can see China and India have large iron ore deposits. So you have seen also in many of the places in India, like in Chota Nagpur, that is one example. And like that, in many of the places, you will find the iron ores in India as well as China. So China is more in the land area. So there, obviously, you will have more production. Understood? Now, one thing you need to understand, as we have already discussed in our first chapter, mostly they are found in the plateaus. Okay, because that is how plateaus are formed. They are formed like with the time the layer is being made like this. Earlier, the people used to live here. This one, understood? Here, the things were there. Then layer and layer like this, many layers with the time has been made, and that is how the plateaus are formed. Okay, so most of these we find in this landforms, most of the minerals. Okay, now also Asia produce more than half of the world's tin. So iron ore and tin you need to keep in mind. Okay, when it comes about Asia. Now manganese, bauxite, nickel, zinc, and copper, that those are also found in Asia. Now we'll go to North America. Erasing this is a very big problem every time. Next is Europe. Let me divide this. Then you have Europe. Now Europe is the leading producer of iron ore. Okay. Europe is the leading producer of iron ore. Now, which are the countries? So, countries are Russia, then Ukraine, then Sweden, and France. So, these are the countries where this iron ore is found. Understood? Next, copper, lead, zinc, manganese, and nickel are found in Eastern Europe and European Russia. Okay, so iron ores are found in Asia, in China and India also, but the leading producer of iron ore is Europe. Understood? If you compare Europe, it is smaller, much smaller than Asia. Still, it is the leading producer of iron ore. Understood? This you have to remember. Now, Russia, Ukraine, Sweden, and France are the countries where you will find the iron ores. Now, copper, lead, zinc, manganese, nickel, these are also found, and these are found in Eastern Europe and European Russia. Okay. Then you have North America. So North America is divided into 3 parts. Okay. 3 regions. That is Canadian region. So in Canadian region, what you will find? You will find iron ore, then nickel, then you have gold, then you have uranium and copper. These are the minerals which you will find in Canadian region. The second reason is Appalachian region. So in Appalachian region, you will find coal deposits. Okay. You will find coal deposits in Appalachian, and then you have Western Cordilleras. In Western Cordilleras, you will find deposits of copper, lead, zinc, gold, and silver. So this is what found in North America. So Saksham has a question. So we'll understand some map about these three, these areas. so that you can better understand the things. Okay. Yes. Let's share the screen. Just a minute. Let me share the screen. What is? See this one. Everyone can see this one. So here, if you see, this is Russia. This is Russia. Okay. And this part is called European Russia. This one. This part is called European Russia. Understood? So we were talking about this part, European Russia. Okay. So in European Russia, if you see, and Eastern Europe, you will find copper, lead, zinc, manganese, and nickel. Understood? Okay, if I change this one, if I change, can you see the new page? Let me open the chat. Chat. Okay. So here, if you see, so here you have this map, but this is not very clear to understand. See, this is North America, which we discussed just now. So this is the North America, and this North America is divided into three different regions. Okay, which is so these are the reasons. See this one. So this is the Canadian region. Understood? This is the Canadian region of North America. Okay. Then you have Appalachian mountain here, and this area will be the Appalachian region. Okay, I don't know if you are able to see. So this red area, if you see, this red area is the Canadian region. This red area is the Canadian region, and Appalachian region is this region. You have Appalachian region. Okay, and the last one you have the Western Cordilleras. So Western Cordilleras will be these areas in the western side. Understood? These are the Western Cordilleras areas. So it is divided into like this three regions. Okay, Canadian region, Appalachian region, and Western Cordilleras. Okay, sorry, Cordilleras. So like this, in different regions, you will find different minerals in North America. Okay. So I hope these three reasons you understood in the North America. Now you have European one. So that European Russia, I have already told you, no, which one is European Russia. See, these are the areas: Ukraine, Libya, which we discussed, Sweden, Ukraine. These are the areas we just discussed, right? That in Europe, this is the Europe area, and this area, if you see, the area which is like, it is Russia only, But here you see this area is called the European Russia. Understood? Now in Europe, if you will see Ukraine, this is Sweden. Let me. Oh, here you have Ukraine, this one. Then here you have Sweden. Okay. So these areas are, here you will find the iron ores. Right, Europe is the leading producer of iron ores. So in these areas you will find iron ores. Here you have France. This is France. So Sweden, France, Ukraine, and you have Russia. Russia also. Understood? So this area you will find iron ores. Okay. European Russia is this part only. Understood? Now, any other thing? We have only discussed 3 continents till now, right? Any other place? India and China, you people know properly. Okay. So basically, you do some map work. Oh. So you people need to do some map work so that you will understand the things properly. Do some research work with maps. Okay. Okay. I hope you understood this North America division and this one, European Russia. Right. Now we have South America after this. South America is just below the North America. We will have South America. I thought I will complete all this and map work will do tomorrow. But Saksham asked the question, so I thought let's do it together. Okay. So next we have South America. Okay. So in South America, you have Brazil. Okay. In South America, you have Brazil, which is the largest producer of high grade iron ore. Where is this one? High grade iron ore in the world. So high grade iron ore is produced in Brazil, which is in South America. But you need to remember that leading producer of iron ore is Europe. That means if you go to quantity, more of the quantity that is produced in Europe. Okay, more quantity of iron ore is produced in Europe, but quality, when you talk about quality, best kind of like high grade of iron ore you will get in Brazil, which is in South America. So this is difference between both. So if question comes, where is the high grade of iron ore is produced in the world, your answer should be Brazil. But when it comes, who is the leading producer of the iron ore, answer will be Europe. So don't get confused here in these 2 continents. Understood? Now you have Chile and Peru, where you get copper. Chile and Peru, which is leading producer of producer of copper. Okay. Now in Chile you have Atacama Desert. You would have heard about Atacama Desert. Atacama Desert is the driest place in the world. Okay. So in Atacama Desert you find a lot of copper. So Chile and Peru, these places are the leading producers of copper. Understood? Now you have Brazil and Bolivia among largest producer of tin. Tin. Also, you will find gold, silver, zinc, chromium, manganese, bauxite, mica, platinum, etc. So many more minerals you can find in South America. Understood? So Brazil is the largest producer of high grade iron ore in the world. Understood? Now you will get copper. Leading producer of copper is South America, and the place where you will get it is Chile and Peru. In Chile there is Atacama Desert. There you will find more of the copper. Now